Hello guys, welcome to the TheDRogers tutorial guides with LOD. This is COE Path 2 on Ellie. So we'll start this off. I will have running the staff build on Ellie, which is 66002. I'm also running Arcane Brilliance, Frostbow, Arcane Wave, Arcane Shield, which you can switch out the shield for Signet of Fire, and I also have the Elite Glyph that causes an elemental to spawn when you use it on a certain attunement. So let's start this off. As soon as someone takes the path. Is it me? I think it is. So I'm going to switch to air after the path to give you Guardian Swiftness. Let's see if I do it. Yep, there it is. Okay, so one of the Ellies, remember, is using Glyph of Storms here for the blinds. I did use Staff 3 on Earth as a projectile reflect. Those Elementalist attacks are, as we talked about earlier, projectiles. As soon as I get in the corner, I switch to fire. I use 2 for the area field and damage, and then I wave into it. And then I use a meteor shower, and then I keep putting down lava fonts. You could also use Frostbow there if you have more than one Ellie. So you could do a lot of damage there. Also, if you have more than one Ellie could either pick up the other Frostbow. So you have a Frostbow for this boss. So as soon as he comes in, it's going to be me that's freezing him. So I already have an Ice Bow, and there's the freeze. Also, if you have a Thief, which we do, he should be stripping the stack so we could reapply freeze. Unfortunately, he didn't show this. So you just put down a lava font, meteor shower, and then lava font. The traits that we are running, we do allow for lava font to have almost 100% uptime, so you should always have your lava font up, unless you're doing a specific DPS rotation in which you don't use it. There's a static field for Swiftest Respire, Staff 4. I stay on air because after the console, after I take the quest, I go back to the group and I give us more swiftness to get to the first alpha. And she's coming up because she's slow. Alright, here she comes, I think. There it is. She's going up to the console. So we'll choose the path and then I'll go over alpha. Hold on a second, let's see if we can get it going. Yeah, she does take a while. And I think here it is. Maybe. And we'll see. There it is. Alright, there's the cutscene. So for alpha on Ellie, what you want to do is you want to maintain your lava fonts. He will be either punted, feared, or pushed by an Ellie. Since this is the Ellie video, remember you can use Staff 3 on air if the warrior doesn't have Fear Me, and if the guardian doesn't bring Hammer. So air is a good option, air 3. So we're gonna switch to Earth and use Staff 2 for the blast finisher in a fire field. Unfortunately, someone did the timing wrong, so he did not get in the corner. He ended up leashing out. You want to try to stay max melee range, even if you are staff. Like, you can go full staff range, which is 1200, but you could also cause the big spikes to come down. So try to stay in max melee range if possible. Pick up the warrior's banners and bring him with you to the next part. Also, if you are the Glyph of Storms Ellie, you do not have to switch out the Glyph of Storms. If you want to start a fight out on Glyph of Storms Air, that is a good way to get to 25 stacks of vulnerability quick at the very beginning of the fight, since they updated the skill. Then you can switch to Earth and put down 2 on staff, and then you can switch back to Fire to start your area might and DPS rotations. So that's a good way to start off a fight if you're the Glyph of Storms Ellie. This next part is if you're a regular Ellie, you just go in there with your Earth and do the blasting and put down lava font, meteor shower. If you have the Glyph of Storms, remember not to switch off of Earth because that is your blind field. Here we go. Let's see. Just like so. You could use number 3 to cause AoE burning. Remember, you deal 10% more damage to burning foes, so it's good to have. It's actually a must, but the Guardian should be spamming F1 anyway. So we're going to go ahead and go through the lasers. Remember, if you want to troll your party, you could use Swiftness here. Just like so, there we go. I'm horrible with the swiftest jumping. Remember, this is do's and don'ts, and I do not cover everything, so This is just how I play LE and COE, and how a lot of other LEs that I play with play. So, this is just the basics, and everything that I show here is how I play. Also, here's the lasers. Everyone's through. Well, not everybody, but just enough. Remember when you see the timer on the top right hand corner, you can activate it. That's when everyone, well, at least one person starts activating. For the Golem boss, you could start off on Earth and do the blast. You don't have to. But what you do want to do as the staff LEs, make sure you have blasting staff, which is the 2 in Arcana. That's the very bottom trait. You want to have blasting staff, so you put a lava fountain between the 2 turrets, which is the Prot on the left and the Retail on the right. As an LE, Retail really hurts. It doesn't hurt everyone else as much, but as you see here, I can go quickly to half health by hitting the boss when the Retail is still up. So you want to just keep those lava fonts in that area. Only use Ice Spell when he has no Defiance, so you can freeze, so you can get the 20% extra damage through Tempest Defense. As COE, we do run 2 staff LEs, so the lava font could be one on boss, one on the turrets. Usually the boss will stay by the turrets. We tried to do the spit attack, but as you can see, it did not work here, and that may be because he was on Spire, or that may be because that tactic doesn't work at all. You can also use your elite glyph here for fire elemental, as it does do a good amount of damage and causes more fire fields. There, see, I put the lava font in between the 2 turrets, and you can see it ticking, but it's still not on the turret. It's because the turret's hitbox is larger than the actual turret. Okay, the Golem boss is dead. We're moving on to the 2 silver rooms, I like to call it, or the cannon blow up the door, however you want to say it. And the little white golems, the golems of death is also what I like to call them. Here I switch out my glyph for a tornado, just so I don't have the extra spawn, or the fire alley is what you want to call it. Switching it out for another elite, and then switching it back will put it on cooldown. You do not need tornado here. I just switch it out so I don't have the fire alley wandering and putting golems in weird places. So I just maintain a lava font on the cannon whenever golems come near me, and it, as you can see, can kill them fairly easily. And then when the 2 silver spawn, after they get pulled, I make sure I have a fresh lava font, just like so, and then I drop a meteor shower on the group to help them out. Just like so. You can also throw arcane wave onto them to give them light if there's the fire field down, or you can put it on yourself just in case your lava font expired and you need to kill that golem. So we just continue here with the lava fonts. The second group of silvers is the same thing. You'll give yourself a fresh new lava font and then use meteor shower after they get pulled. Sometimes this can cause the silvers to come onto you. Just remember, just tell your group to bring them to help you out, and they should be able to pull the silvers back away from you. Those silvers do hurt an alley, so hopefully your group pays attention to that. So we're killing the second group here, and when 96% happens, you don't have to defend the cannon anymore. You can go over to the chest, and since we do have a thief, I believe we're going to use Shadow Refuge. I just grab my drops. Don't forget to grab your drops, as if you help kill the silvers with meteor shower, you do get some. And here we go. We're going towards the chest now. Since the cannon is going to blow up the door, we sit on the door and wait for a Shadow Refuge, like that. Then I switch to air and give us swiftness, and then I will put down a frostbow either on the stairs or on the group itself. Your guardian should be using blinds on the silvers that blow up. If not, we have a thief. You can also do that on thief. And then Glyph of Storms does work, but it doesn't work on that many mobs, so you just have to position it correctly if you do want to use Ellie to blind those. So up here, remember this is do's and don'ts. This is kind of a don't. We go to blast stealth, but everyone was standing too far forward, and we only got like 3 seconds of stealth. So there it is, it's already gone. You have to go through and run through as if we didn't have stealth at all. So that's just another thing that you can work on, is remember to blast. I did have a dagger focus in my inventory. You can switch it out and run through your blast chain. If you're stacking swiftness or if you're stacking stealth out of combat, you can put on your dagger focus and run through the blasts on that and then switch back to staff. That's also a good option. So we'll put down number 2 on earth and then a fire field for blast. Ellies, remember to work out who's going to freeze alpha when he comes in. And this time it is me. The crystal, as you see here, if he crystal spire, he won't come in until you kill the crystal. And there he is, and then I freeze. Fortunately, he did the AoE as soon as he came in, so I had to dodge. So my Tempest defense didn't really get triggered here. And then you run through your Lava Font, Meteor Showers, Arcane Wave for the Area Might. I unfortunately got permacrystaled here, so there's nothing I can do. I'm pretty much out of the fight. Luckily, I didn't get killed right there with the AoE attack. So you wait till it says 15 and then it'll let you out. There it is. I might just move on. This next part, we usually, if we have a thief, we stack stealth. So remember, you can switch to your dagger focus or scepter dagger if you have it. You could kill the blossom like I did on earth, or on fire, or on water, but do not do it on air. As it is a chain, it will go back and forth between the nearest mobs, so to aggro the groups ahead of time. So just watch out for that first blossom, because if the reason you kill it is so that when you're blasting stealth on an Ellie, the big AoE doesn't reveal you. And I switch back to air and give my party swiftness. I put a static field there just in case someone gets revealed, and silvers won't follow us up the hallway. If they get dazed or line of warning from staff or they get knocked down, they should not follow you into the hallway. Here I also used Lava Font to kill the blossoms and kill the mobs. Well, not the mobs. I used Rifle 1 to aggro the golem when it comes about halfway out, and it should go right in. If it doesn't, it's because it's just RNG, or it aggroes onto someone like it did here. See, it aggroed on the person that ran by. So there's nothing you can do about that. The only thing you can do is maybe they shouldn't stand so close. But you can't control other people. This is the room, the Rage Inducer room. This is where I usually call the Patches O'Houlihan from the movie Dodgeball. I'm not sure why, but I do. And, yep, just get the golems into the boss. If a patch does come up, those little patches right there, they cause AoE bleed. Also, just hit them with a lava font too, and they should go down. You can get your tags on the boss when he's under 50% health via lava font or arcane wave. You can use your auto attack just as long as the roots aren't up. If you can see right now, Spire is shooting and something is coming back at her, and she will eventually kill herself on this boss if it takes too long. So there you go. I got a lava fauna and I got a couple auto attacks in. And I did another jump right there. I had the boss targeted and hit one on the rifle. Almost gave him might instead of killing him. And here we're just waiting for another golem to spawn. There's more patches. I don't think I killed them, but we'll see. I used the arcane wave. Remember, arcane wave won't kill a patch all the way. There's that death of the boss, and I got my loot. If there still are roots up, they do cause AoE bleeding and poison, I believe, so do not try to walk in there and grab them. If your party has conditions and the guardian doesn't have it, you can switch to water and use number 5, as it is a condition cleanse and a heal. And we stack in the corner, and I switch to earth for the number 2 on staff for AoE blast. And we're gonna stack might as he's pulling. Also, if you're the Glyph of Storms Ellie, you could stay on lightning before the boss comes in, and then use lightning when he comes in for the 25 stacks of vulnerability. I was the Ice Bow Ellie for this path, so I did freeze when he came in. So just you want to coordinate that with your group, say who's gonna freeze, make sure everyone knows what that means, so when the boss comes into the corner, use Ice Bow freeze right away. Since you have a thief, he should be stripping, and then make sure you call out your strips on an Ellie, because you do have a few of them, like Comet, or Staff 5 on Earth is a knockdown, or Dagger 4 on Earth is also a knockdown, so you want to call your your CCs, just to make sure. And just run through your DPS rotation. Try to keep your lava fauna up. Try to use the meteor shower. I got a pretty good meteor shower tick, I think, here in this fight. There was a 910k. And there you go. There's the end of the boss. You just killed the alpha assassins. Assassins? I don't know. Can't pronounce that right. And there you go. I want to thank you all for watching. This has been COE Path 2 on Ellie. And if you have any other comments, just make sure to leave them. And thank you, and have a good day in Guild Wars 2.